So this is from Eric Edholm from NFL.com. Did a mock draft. And he has the Browns taking Abdul Carter at number 2 and then trading back into the first round with the Falcons. He has the Browns trading 33, 67, 104 to the Falcons for pick 15 and then taking Shedeur Sanders. It's intriguing. If you like Sanders, do you just take him at 2?
I mean, if you could get Abdul Carter and Shedeur Sanders, I don't hate that as a move here. Look, I mean, the whole quarterback thing is so different because the standard for a quarterback and hitting on that pick is you want a guy that's a top 8 to 10 quarterback. And if you don't get that guy, even like a Tua in Miami, he's like on the fringe enough of the top 10 that you probably have some Miami fans feeling like we'll never win with him. How are we going to beat Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson in the AFC? And then there's other fans that are like, hey, this guy's, he's a good starter. Look at his stats. He's fantastic. I mean, that's how difficult it is to draft a quarterback and hit on that player. That's kind of why you have to take those shots. But I don't know. I think that would feel good for Browns fans, whether or not they love Shedeur Sanders or not, but to at least come away with Abdul Carter, and then you make this aggressive move to get Shedeur. The Falcons only have 4 or 5 picks in this draft anyway. They have some of the lowest draft capital in the draft. They might actually want to trade down and do something like that. So we used Eric's on our podcast today. We used Eric's first round as a jumping off point to do a second round mock draft and loved the aggressive thought process Eric had in the Browns trading back up to get Shedeur.
Yeah, so the fact that, I didn't look at the draft capital. So the fact that the Falcons are so low with picks, they might actually be willing to do something like that?
I would say with the Browns sitting at the top of the second, if there is a point where they love Jackson Dart or Shedeur falls, and that's going to be one of the stories of the draft. If Shedeur falls, right, if he gets past 3, then you start to figure out who could draft him. Maybe the Steelers at 21 if he gets that far. The Browns could trade up, not above 21, but maybe. But the Falcons at 15 would be a team to keep an eye on because they don't have a lot of picks. And then the Vikings at 24, I believe they're at 24. They only have 4 or 5 picks in the draft. Those are the 2 teams with the fewest picks in the draft. So if you're a Browns fan and you're thinking about either trading up for a quarterback or there's a quarterback, quote, falling, and you want to go get him, I would keep an eye on the Falcons and the Vikings as potential trade partners.